In the last video, we spoke about this concept, Atmic relationalism. I've tried to find another phrase for it, like pure relationalism, or discovering what doesn't have polarity in your own personality and the other person's personality. And from that objective perception of yourself and other people, you can actually make something good out of whatever conflicts are going on in your own mind and in your relationships. The world of energy is always in polarity. What we do is work with the world of energy. If this makes sense to you, let me try to say it another way. In our lives, there's all kinds of gives and takes, rights and wrongs, yeses and no, da-da-da. And in our bodies, there's all kinds of healthy, unhealthy, da-da-da. So you try to work with your own physical experience by developing a feeling relationship with your biology. That's something to do, because the mind is always trying to calm down everything. The mind's got to calm down, and we develop this feeling relationship. Then we'll find the seeds of negative and positive communication and behavior inside ourselves. Now I want to talk about the tough stuff a little bit. We talked about the harmony. Now let's talk about the fight. Is there a time to fight in life? Absolutely. So what are we fighting against? We're never fighting against someone else or something else. Not really. Even physically. If that can make any sense to you. Because it's only your own self that's being experienced right now. It's not somebody else. It's not the memory. That's all somewhere else. Right here and right now, none of that's there. Right here and right now, you've got these sensations about who you are and who I am. But I'd like to ask you something. Who's watching that? Are you watching your own self having the experience of commentary, having the experience of opinion, having the opinion that you understand a particular set of principles about what I am and what you are, about what your history is? All of these things are kind of like bubbles in a boiling pot. There is somebody that you and I are that is the silent observer. Now, all the spiritual teachers, we all talk about this kind of thing. But I want to talk to you from the ground of being. I want to talk to you, just reality, just you and me. So, I'm asking you a question, please. Is there somebody that's watching your own brain make commentary on me? And is that someone silent or not? You mind if I answer for you, do you? Of course the silent observer is the true you. The shades of silence are the true meaning of things. So why are we pretending that that silent awareness is not what we are? Because we're all in shock. Because we're all afraid. What was that song in the 70s, What You Have and What You Lost? Remember that? Consumed with that we are. What we're going to get, what we're not going to get. What bad's going to happen to us. What good's going to happen to us. But yet there's a part of us that doesn't have any of that experience or any of that need. There's some part of us right now that's functioning, if you're aware enough, that's just quietly observing even our own experience. When you get back to go to bed tonight and you lay down your head, you have to get to the place of this silent awareness or you can't live. You've got to get to the deep sleep, beyond theta and delta. There's no thought there. I don't know if you can pick up the sound of the fire behind me, but actually I can see it in the reflection in the camera. And for that one little transcendental moment I had, it's kind of giving me a backdrop for watching my own self blabber, whatever I'm talking about here. Are you with me? Do you understand? This silent person that's observing our own experience is the person we need to have a relationship with because it's our true person. So do the 10 seconds as a practice. Please just forget about longer practice. If you have other great longer practices that are a part of your life right now, do them. Keep up with them. Miyamoto Musashi said, don't fool yourself with weights and training. So you got two things going on there. One is the silent observer that could never be trained. He's already enlightened. He's already happy. He's already awake. Doesn't change. We're born that way, and we are that person. Now you've got, how am I going to download that through my conscious psychology, physiology, behavior? That's where training comes in. And my suggestion is 10 seconds. Longer training, yes, but could you forget about longer training for a second and isolate 10 seconds? 10 seconds again and again and again while you're waiting in a line, while you're waiting on the phone, while you're waiting for something on the computer to download. In those moments, your time would be better spent just forgetting about everything. And in that forgetting about everything, you reunite with the silent observer, and that will develop a stronger relationship to discovering really what's going on, the distorted stuff and the great stuff, without any judgment. It's just like space. Space is bigger than forms. Look at planets and galaxies. Space is way bigger. They're birthed from space, and they go back into space. Just think about it a second. Try not to relate to any particular philosophy or conception. Just normally, just normal understanding. You look up into the sky, you see billions of stars and galaxies and planets and everything. And you go into the microcosm, you see billions of things in the blood, everything going in there. But the sense of spaciousness is where it all comes from. It's the same thing with silence. Silence is louder than sound. Just isolate 10 seconds and you might find yourself in the flow. My name is William Martino. Welcome to the flow.